The physics behind football, also known as soccer. The essential questions being asked are, what does physics mean to me and how does it connect to my life? Physics analyzes how things happen, why things happen, and how to explain it. So it basically helps us understand how things happen around us. I've decided to talk about soccer because I grew up playing the sport ever since I could walk. I was also a soccer captain at my old high school, so I thought it would be cool to talk about something that I grew up with in my life. The purpose of this portfolio is to connect something in my life to some of the physics concepts that I have learned throughout the school year in class. Clarity to purpose. Clarity is to make something understandable and clear for people. Purpose is something one wants to achieve and/or the end goal. I will be applying clarity to purpose by talking about the topic I am presenting and how it connects to physics. The concepts I'll be talking about today are Newton's first law, Newton's second law, and gravity. Depth considers all of the complexities and difficulties of an issue, and concept signifies ideas that are being used in thinking to understand what's going on. I will be applying depth to concepts by giving examples, and I will be explaining these physics concepts that are utilized in soccer in the next few slides. Newton's first law, also known as inertia, states that if an object is at rest, it will remain at rest, or if an object is moving at a constant speed in a certain direction, it will keep moving in that direction at the constant speed unless it is acted upon by an unbalanced force. As you can see here, the ball is at rest. There are two factors that are acting upon the ball, the force of gravity and the normal force. Since the ball isn't accelerating, there is zero net force, which means the forces on the ball must be balanced. The soccer ball is moving at a constant speed of 0 meters per second in all directions, making it at rest. Moving on to Newton's second law. Newton's second law states that the acceleration of an object is directly related to the net force and inversely related to its mass. So in other words, an object's acceleration depends on its mass and the amount of force that is being used. As you can see here, there are three forces acting on the ball: the force of gravity, normal force, and the force of friction. Inertia keeps the ball moving forward, but because of the friction from the grass, it will slow the ball down. There is force in x direction, causing the ball to decelerate to the right, also known as unbalanced forces. If we want to find acceleration, we would use Newton's second law's equation, F equals ma, or net force, or also known as net force equals mass times acceleration. For example, what is the acceleration when the frictional force is 100 newtons with a 25-kilogram soccer ball is coasting to the right? Using F equals ma, we would plug in the values. So the answer would be 100 divided by 20, which equals to 4 meters per second squared. So I'll be playing this video, but let me slow it down because it is a bit fast. Okay, moving on to gravity. Gravity is a force that pulls objects towards each other. Earth's gravity is what keeps objects on the ground and what makes things fall. If gravity didn't exist, everything will start floating and will never touch the ground ever again. As you can see in the video, when the guy is juggling the soccer ball, it comes back down to his feet. This is because of the force of gravity. I will now be showing you this guy juggling with his dice and how gravity obviously still applies here. Now for the rainbow flick. This is a trick where some soccer players actually use during games. We will see how these soccer players kick the ball up in the air and over their opponents.
Damián, la que tiró, Damián, palo.
That's actually a pretty cool soccer trick. I wish I can do that, but one day. Next slide. Accuracy to information. Accuracy refers to how close a measurement is to its true or accepted value. Information is the facts, data, and experience. I've applied accuracy to information by explaining and giving examples of how the concepts being talked about correlate to soccer. I know the information I just gave is accurate because of the equations I have used in my example. We've also discussed this many times in class. Significance to implications. Significance means importance or focusing on what is important, and implications are the results of action or one's thinking. It is important to understand the science and facts behind the things we do in our life, and it is essential to realize that eventually everything connects back to physics, and that physics plays a significant role in our life, more than we think. Throughout this entire portfolio, I've learned more about intellectual perseverance. When learning gets difficult, especially during times like these, I shouldn't give up. I should keep on pushing myself to understand the topic for a better comprehension and to not be afraid to ask for help, nor be afraid to attend Mr. Ramaj's office's hours. Thank you for your time. Any questions?